Ladies and gentlemen, that's again welcome our founder and product formulator, Alexi Gostin, to show us more with our products. So, madam, welcome.
Good afternoon again. So, of course, last week I met with so many amazing leaders and future leaders. And since I am here for you, I asked most of the people, what would you like me to talk about when I'm on stage? And the majority of the people asked me to say and talk about the story of who is New Life and what is Somaderm and what are we about, how we started. So I'm here to talk about the story and of course about the hero Somaderm. So 30 years ago, I was going to university in California to study architecture. All of a sudden, after a year and a half, I get a phone call from my father telling me, hey, I need you to come run this nutrition store. I need to go back to Lebanon and take care of your mother and brothers. So I felt very excited. I got in my little car and I drove to San Francisco. And I walked into this little shop and I was confused. There's so many products around. I didn't know what to do. And as people started coming in and asking me questions, I really felt embarrassed. I didn't know anything about any of the products. So back then, there was no online and Google and all that fun stuff. There was something called books. Yes, so I had to go get lots of books and start studying and reading the industry. And as I started learning and working the store, something very, very special happened. I had a family that came into the store and was asking me lots of questions about products and how can I help them with health needs. I remember spending approximately 1 hour talking to them about what I can offer them, how it would work, and how it would improve their lives. So they bought a few products and they left. A few weeks later, this family comes back to the store. At that moment, they were giving me unstoppable thank yous because I was able to help them feel better. For me, it was the biggest reward anybody can ever feel. I felt more than anything money can make you feel. I felt empowered and I felt responsible. And from this moment, I decided to dive into the industry and practice and practice and study and learn about everything about the industry and human anatomy and physiology. It was never a job for me. It was my passion. I wanted more people. I was hungry for more people to come back so I can help them and change their lives. As this was my food and my energy, is their positive improvement in their health. A few years later, I got into product manufacturing. In a large industry with hundreds of thousands of products, it can get very confusing. People go to stores out there and they look at products and they don't know what to do. They don't know what they're good. They don't know what's bad. They don't know who to trust. So the industry is not regulated enough at the time. And there was so much bad news about some of the biggest companies out there that they're not putting in the product what they actually claim is in the label. So I felt offended and I felt ashamed. And I wanted to take things into my own hands. So I had just a little bit of money and I decided to start putting together my first product. And once I entered the world of manufacturing 25 years ago, I learned so much. And I learned that there's so much difference in quality between ingredients in the products that you guys put in your bodies. So I was very, very confused. How do I choose? And overnight, it dawned on me that it's actually very, very simple. Why don't I try the best, most expensive ingredients I can buy to put in these products? And I learned very, very quickly from how awesome the product was and that people loved it so much and everybody was coming back and telling me how their health actually improved. And I learned very quickly, never ever to compromise with the quality of product and ingredients that we put in our bodies. As we are here on this planet for only a few years, and our bodies are our temples. My product line grew very quickly, from 1 to 400 in just a few years. People loved how they felt on the product. I felt honored, and I was on a mission. And the mission was never to compromise for quality, for your health. A few years later, in 2001, 20 years ago exactly, the product Somaderm was born. How many of you actually like Somaderm? Okay. How many of you actually love Somaderm? All right, let's go back 20 years. I formulated this product for people that I love and care about, my actual friends. I had so many very good friends of mine that use products that were unsafe and they weren't feeling very good at all. And I felt obligated as they come to me, to my store, asking me to give them something to make them feel better. I was shocked to see young men that look great, but they feel miserable. So this is when I introduced them, make Somaderm for them, and I actually started handing them out this amazing product. And I remember one of my best friends, after he came back to me, less than 2 weeks after, he finished the whole jar back then. And he started listening to me all of the benefits that he received from Somaderm. Then he told me, hey, can I buy 6 bottles? And he bought 6 bottles and he left. 1 month later, he comes back with 5 new people. And he gives me more amazing stories from these amazing people. And they asked to buy 12 bottles each. And I sold them the bottles and they left. One by one, I spent time with every single person, educating them about this unbelievable and amazing product. One by one, the people came back and called me, and they gave me their amazing testimonials on this amazing product. With zero money and zero marketing, the company started growing little by little. Then I started seeing people I've never met before that hear about the products from my clients, sharing it with them. Then business owners started coming to me and asking me if they can sell the product. Then gym owners started coming to me and asking me if they can sell the product and asking me about the product more and more. Then chiropractors and health practitioners started coming to me and asking me, what is this product? Why is it so good? I want to know about it. I want to be able to share it with my people. Little by little, over 17 years, Somaderm paved its way to where you are sitting today, right here in Taiwan. Only by people sharing their stories, and only by people sharing their testimonials and amazing results. So about 3.5 years ago, our current master distributor in United States communicated with me. He said, Alexi, me and my wife heard about your product from one of our friends in California, and they sent us the product, and we've been using it for a few months, and we feel amazing. He said, would you mind please jump on a 10-minute phone call where I just ask you a few questions about Somaderm, how it works and what it does? So I got on the phone, he asked me questions, I answered the question, and exactly 10, 12 minutes, and the call ended. Right after the call ended, the website exploded with orders, and it started pinging order after order after order for months. Hundreds of orders. So in about 3 months, I get another phone call from that same person asking me to get back on that phone call for a few minutes. And I did. And what an amazing 10 minutes it was. As I got on the phone and I started listening to stories and testimonials on what the product did to people I have never, ever seen or met before, to people all over the country, I felt humbled and appreciated, and I was crying like a little baby for during the whole call. I felt this amazing energy come through my body, and I felt the same purpose I felt 30 years ago today. But now it had a different, stronger meaning, and I can touch more lives easier and quicker. I felt that by sharing the story with amazing people, and amazing people share the story with their loved ones, the message can be passed on in an unbelievable way. So I decided from this moment to start building this amazing company of Know Your Life. And I decided to reward the amazing people for sharing their amazing stories that they have about this amazing product. I never expected what was gonna come next. I started in a little office, not more than 140 square meters, a small 10 by 10 office, square feet. I had a few thousand bottles on a shelf behind me, and I had 3 other people helping me. 3. So, right when we opened the doors and we turned on the website, the bottles started flying out. So I was packaging boxes and putting product in them. I was doing calls all day long. I was writing checks all day long. I didn't have time to breathe, but it was the best, most amazing feeling I have ever had. How can I not be committed to this for the rest of my life? And the testimonials are coming in by the hundreds into my messenger, and people I've never met anywhere are giving me amazing stories on what the product and any company can ever run into. But I was on a mission, and my mission is to change not a few people's lives, is to go everywhere and be able to have the reach to change everybody's life. I was hungry, and I continue to be hungry, and I feed off of these amazing stories and amazing testimonials that you guys give me. Out of this tiny office, we did 59 million US dollars in the first year. In the second year, we did over 120. And today, a little over 3 years, we have exceeded $500 million in sales. That doesn't matter. This is not even a big deal. What matters is that you people made $280 million in the same amount of time. And that doesn't even matter. What matters even more is the fact that I still get testimonials and stories about Know Your Life from almost every country around the globe. And my mission was to get over every challenge and crush it to make a successful opportunity for you to come in and succeed by sharing this product and changing one person's life. Let me tell you just a little bit about Somaderm and how special it is. Somaderm is 20 years old, changing lives and same stories from back then until this very minute. So Somaderm has the highest quality ingredients anybody can ever buy. Somaderm actually has the best botanical compound anybody has ever witnessed. Somaderm is not a secret. Somaderm is a lifestyle. Somaderm sold over 5 million bottles in the last 3 years. Somaderm got thousands and thousands of people together. Somaderm changed so many lives. Somaderm improved your health, and Somaderm rewarded the people that shared the stories. So after witnessing some of the amazing talent in the last few weeks right here in this beautiful country, I came here to share with you the story so you're able to share it with people you love, you care about, and new people you're going to be meeting and changing their lives as well. And after I felt the energy, the power, and the talent in this room right here, that 2-week quarantine felt like nothing. I will do 1 year quarantine for you. I will work the rest of my life bringing you better and better,
为了你们
more and more amazing products that you can use and share with everybody you know and everybody you want to meet to improve your health and to feel rewarded, to improve your wealth and feel fortunate, to give back, to lead by example, and to be the change. Again, I love you. I'm here for you. Thank you so much for having me.